Right now, some of the smartest outliers in the world are warning about the everything bubble. And while nobody has a crystal ball and there's always fearful people in the world who are going to tell you everything's about to crash, I think these people have earned some special consideration considering their insane track record for predicting massive market crashes in the past and massive financial crises in the past. We have people like Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Michael Burry, the guy who accurately predicted and profited off of the last 3 financial crises, and Steve Sugar, who has a cult following for his ability to accurately predict massive market drops. All 3 have recently started warning of an impending everything bubble. And we're not talking about like a little market crash or a little dip. We're talking about a massive world-shaking crash that's going to affect everything, according to these 3 experts. They're warning us about this impending crash because of the massive amount of money the world is printing right now. 40% of all money in existence has been printed in the last 14 months. 40%! Like, that's insane. Like, look at this chart. This is how much money for like all of history we've printed. And oh my gosh. Michael Burry says that during an inflation crisis, events historically always unfold the exact same way. First up, you'll have a massive market boom, where suddenly everyone's getting rich, millionaires are being minted overnight, people are making crazy amounts of money on worthless things, 15-year-old kids are driving Lambos, and the world just goes completely insane. And I mean, luckily, nothing like that seems to be happening right now. Then, as everyone is counting all the yachts they're going to buy and all the Teslas they're going to own, we have a massive, gut-wrenching, world-shaking, just plummeting crash. And then we have civil unrest, crime starts popping up everywhere, the cost of living skyrockets through the roof, and then we have extreme, massive poverty like you've never seen in your entire life. It's also really important to remember that Michael Burry, the guy that said this, was literally played by Christian Bale in the movie The Big Short. Christian Bale, the guy that played Batman, literally the Dark Knight himself, took off his costume and donned the role of Michael Burry because Michael Burry is that much of a legend when it comes to predicting insane crashes that nobody else seems to see coming. Doesn't it seem odd that for forever it was super normal and awesome to make 10% a year, and now people are making 500 to 2,000% a week? I mean, when's the last time that anything like this has ever happened? Well, there was that one time in 1999 where millionaires were popping up left and right, everyone was getting rich. You had worthless businesses like Pets.com skyrocketing because everyone loves dogs. Everyone was excited, everyone thought they were geniuses, and then the entire house of cards came plummeting down. So why am I investing? Not only investing, but why am I doubling down on my investment and still in the market if I believe all this is gonna happen? That's because the moments leading up to the crash are some of the greatest wealth building opportunities you will ever have the opportunity to see in your life. Remember, everyone's becoming millionaires overnight, and there's a reason for that. They would stay millionaires if they would have sold before the crash, if they would have kept a level head on their shoulders, and if they would have seen what was coming. And although a lot of people lost money, some of those people did stay millionaires and then went on to become billionaires. And according to how these bubble cycles normally go, that means stocks and crypto especially is going to explode in value leading up to the market crash. In fact, if you just look at Bitcoin in the last 2 major rallies in 2013 and 2017, we saw the exact same thing. We saw this insane period of mania where prices just went through the roof, and then a massive market crash. That's because as prices keep going up and up and up and people start making so much money, they start to think that they're just like mad geniuses, and they start, mortgaging off their house and maxing out their credit cards, draining their kids' college fund and just throwing it all into crypto because they're gonna suddenly be multi-millionaires overnight, and then they just start going rabid for crypto. And as they're doing this, prices keep going up and up and up because everyone else is doing this. And then that dip happens and margin calls happen. People realize they've drained their kids' college fund and they're like, what was I thinking? I need to get money back in here. I need to pay back my mortgage. I need to pay off my credit cards. But the problem is everyone realizes this at the exact same time. So then the market just plummets, and then people start really freaking out, and then people get scared, and then it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. When things like that happen, people scramble to exit as fast as possible all at the same time because everyone thinks the same. And then the news turns on crypto and stocks and starts just plastering everyone with all these negative stories and highlighting every single negative event, and all those negative events keep perpetuating this market drop until things finally bottom out and the whole cycle starts over again. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with all these experts? Are we really in an everything bubble? Or do you have a good reasoning or argument on why things are gonna keep going up and none of this will happen? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.